Welcome back to my exam coaching classes once again. And first of all, thank you very much for watching my videos and thank you very much for your support. So today I have brought a very interesting topic for you, that is compound interest. One of the very important topic for almost every competitive exams. Okay. So when we talk about compound interest, today what we are going to cover is we are going to see the basic application of formula. So that is type 1 question. In type 1 questions, how to apply the formula directly on questions. This type of questions are very common in competitive exams. So we are going to see some of the important questions selected from previous question papers also. So what is the important formula on compound interest? What are the different terms related to that? This is what we are going to see first. Then we will go to some of the important questions selected from previous question papers. Okay. So compound interest, the very important formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power N. So this is one of the very important formula for compound interest. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power N. Now let us see what is A stands for, what is P stands for, R and N. So let us take like this. A means what? A is equal to amount. So let me tell you like this. What is amount? Suppose you are investing 1000 rupees in a bank and you are investing that 1000 rupees for 1 year and you are getting 8% interest on that. So what will happen? What is 8% of 1000? 1000 into 8 divided by 100. So it is 80 rupees. So how much you will be getting back after 1 year? The investment what you have made, that is 1000 rupees plus 80 rupees interest on that 1000. So 1000 plus 80, 1080. So 1080 rupees you will be getting after 1 year. That is the amount what you are receiving after 1 year. So amount means whatever principal you have invested initially plus interest on that. Whatever principal you have invested, 1000 rupees you have invested. So 1000 rupees plus interest on that 1000, 80 rupees. So put together whatever you are getting, that is called amount. P stands for what? Principal. Principal amount means the amount which you are investing initially. So P stands for principal amount. Principal amount means the amount what you are investing initially. So if you know P and if you know A, you can find out I. How? I is equal to A minus P. From A, you subtract P. A minus P, you will get I. So what is P, what is A, what is I, you understood. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. So interest will be equal to amount minus principal. Principal is the initial amount what we are investing. Next is rate. Rate means rate of interest is always expressed as percentage. 8%, 5%, 7%, 12%. So rate of interest is always in percentage. That is why we are taking rate is R by 100. So rate R stands for rate of interest. Rate of interest. So since rate of interest is a percentage, we always take it as R by 100. And N stands for the term, number of years. N stands for number of years. Number of years, or you can say the term. For what term? For how many years, how many half years, how many quarterly you have invested that amount. Okay, so number of years. You can say it's a time period for which you have made the investment. So we have seen the important formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power N. We have seen what is A, P, R and N, the different terms. If you have that clarity, then it is easy for you to apply this formula in different questions. Okay, please note it. Then we will go to the important questions selected today. Please note it. So here is your first question. Let us see the question and then let us solve it. Find the compound interest on rupees 8,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum if interest is being calculated half yearly. A, B, C, D, 4 options are also given to you. So we have to solve this question. Before solving, let us write what are the important information given to us. Here, find the compound interest on rupees 8,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum and interest is being calculated half yearly. So whatever I have underlined, These all are the important information in the question. Whenever you have questions like this, just read the question and understand what is important information given in the question. Interest on 8,000. So how much is the amount invested? 8,000. So what is our principal amount? Principal amount P is equal to 8,000. For how many years? 1.5 years at 10% per annum. 1.5 years, 10% per year, per annum. Per annum means per year, 10% per year. But the important point here is the interest is being calculated half yearly. Half yearly you have to calculate the interest. This 10% is per annum. The 10% is for full year, 1 year. But we are calculating the interest half yearly. So these all are the important points we have to take care of in the question. Per annum, per year it is 10%, but the interest is being calculated half yearly. So half year means per year it is 10% means interest for half year will be 5%. So R you have to take R is equal to 5% only in this question. And for how many years? 1.5 year. Every 6 months you are calculating half yearly. Half year means 6 months. You have to calculate for 1.5 years. How many half years are there in 1.5 years? How many half year are there in 1.5 years? 1.5 years means half, 1, 1.5. 3 times you have to calculate. So your n will be equal to 3. So in simple way I will tell you, annum per annum 10%. If you want to calculate it half yearly, make it half. So half of 10 will become 5. And you are calculating the interest for 1.5 years. 1.5 years. If you want it to calculate it half yearly, just double it. 1.5, double of 1.5, 3. Or you can say in 1.5 year, how many 6 months are there? In 1.5 year, how many 6 months? 3 6 months. So n will be equal to 3. So now you got all these informations. Now you can calculate what you want to find out. Find the compound interest. Interest only you need to find out. Okay. So interest we'll find out using the formula I is equal to A minus P. So this is the formula finally we have to use. First we should know what is A. So for calculating A we have a formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. So A is equal to, what is P? 8,000 into 1 plus R by 100, 5 by 100 power 3. So now I can cut this 5 and 100. How many times? 1 by 20. So this A will be equal to 8,000 into 20. And when you tell the LCM here, 20 into 1, 20 plus 1, 21. 21 by 20 power 3. So A will be equal to 8,000 into 21 cube will be 21 into 21 into 21 by 20 into 20 into 20. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Here 8,000 and here 8,000 I can cut. So A will be equal to what? A will be 21 into 21 into 21. What is 21 into 21? 441. So 441 multiplied by again 21. So how much it will be? 441 multiplied by 21. So A will be equal to, we can see it here. Let me write here 441 into 21. So 1, 4, 4, then 2, 8, 8. So it will be 1, 6, 2, 9. 9261 is the amount. We got amount is equal to 9261. But we want what? We want interest. So interest I is equal to amount 9261 minus 9261 minus P. P is how much? 8,000. So 8,000 we have removed. So it will become I is equal to 1261. That is the interest. So 1261 is our correct answer. So option D. Option D is our correct option. So what I want to tell you is, it is simple application of the formula. Okay, whatever is given in the question, write that first and apply the formula. This is only for practice. When you write it in your competitive exam, you need to write all these things. It should be in your mind. From the question itself, we can take P is 8,000 and rate is equal to 10 per annum, but we are calculating it half yearly, so we have to make it half, so 10 will become 5. 1.5 year and half yearly we are calculating. So in 1.5 year, 6 month, 6 month, 6 month. So 3 times we have to calculate. So n will be 3. All these informations we can store from the question itself, and you know to write it in your comment, exam hall. This is only for explanation I am writing it. This is the method, practice we have to do. For that I am writing it. Okay. Once you practice this type of questions, at least 10 to 15 questions when you practice, then you need not to write all these informations in your question paper or answer sheet. Directly you can apply the formula and find out the answer. Then your speed will increase. Okay. Please note it. So here is your next question. What is the question? A bank compounds interest half yearly. Mr. A deposits rupees 25,000 at the rate of 8% per annum. The total interest at the end of 1 year is A, B, C, D. 4 options are also given to you. So here the total amount interest, the amount invested is 25,000 and the rate is 8% per annum. And the total interest at the end of 1 year is. So here also you have to see the bank compounds interest half yearly and total interest at the end of 1 year. In 1 year, how many half year are there? The bank compound interest half yearly and we are calculating the total interest at the end of 1 year. So in 1 year, how many half years? 2 half years. So we got n is equal to 2. We got n is equal to 2. How much is the amount Mr. A deposited? Mr. A deposits rupees 25,000. So initially whatever deposited, that is principal. Principal is equal to 25,000. Rate is 8% per annum. Per year it is 8%. But the bank calculates interest half yearly. So 8% per annum means for half year it will be 4%. So you got rate R is equal to 4%. And we need to find out the interest at 1 year. So again, interest is what we need to calculate. So interest will be is equal to A minus P. First we have to calculate what is A. So A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. That is a formula. So A is equal to 25,000 into 1 plus R by 100. That is 4 by 100 power 2. Now I can take this 4 by 100, I can cut how many times? 1 by 25. So this will become A is equal to 25,000 into 25 into 1, 25, 25 plus 1, 26 by 25 power 2. So this will be 25,000 into 26 into 26 divided by 25 into 25. So now 25 into 25, how much? 625. So I can cut this 25 here, 125 here, 125 here. So 1000 times. Now this 25 I can cut again in this 1000 40 times. So 25 into 25 in 25,000 40 times, 40 into 26 into 26. So this will become 40 into 26 into 26. What is 26 into 26? 676. So total I got 0, 4 6 are 24, balance 2, 7 4 7s are 28 plus 2 30, balance 3, then 4 6 are 24 plus 3 27, 27047, that is the amount. But what we want interest. So interest I is equal to amount A 27040 minus principal P 25,000. So this will become 27,040 minus 25,000 will become 2,040. That is the interest. So our option C is the correct option. So again, it's a direct application of formula only. What we need to do is we have to calculate interest. For calculating interest, first we are writing the information given in the question. And after reading the questions, we came to know that it is half yearly and interest is given 8% per annum. So we have to make it half to 4%. And P is given 25,000. I is given by the formula A minus P. We need to calculate A first. First you calculate A, then subtract P, you will get I. Isn't it? So please note it. So let us go to our next question. Mr. Raju deposited rupees 5,000 in a bank which gives 12% interest compounded half yearly. How much he get back after 1 year? A, B, C, D. 4 options are also given to you. So Mr. Raju deposited 5,000. Now this question I am not writing what is P, what is R, nothing. I am directly taking it from the question and I am applying it in the formula. Directly we will take it from the question and we will apply it in the formula. Mr. Raju deposited 5,000. So P is 5,000 in a bank which gives 12% interest, 12% interest compounded half yearly. 12% interest rate is always for 1 year. Compounded half yearly means we have to take it half. So 6%. How much he get back after 1 year? In 1 year, how many 6 months? 2 6 months. So n is equal to 2. So we have directly I am applying the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. So here amount will be equal to P 5,000 from the question. 1 plus R by 100. 12% for 1 year compounded half yearly. So it will become 6 by 100. And in 1 year compounded half yearly we have to calculate for 1 year. In 1 year how many half year? 2 half year. So n is equal to 2. So simple. 5,000 into, you can cut this 3 times, here 50. So 50 into 1, 50. 50 plus 3, 53. 53 by 50 square. So this will become 5,000 into 53 into 53 by 50 into 50. 50 into 50, 2 zeros, 2 zeros. 5 5s are 25. 25 in 50, 2 times. So you got a 2 into 53 into 53. So 2 into 53 into 53. How much? 53 into 53. 3 3s are 9. 15 and 15, 30. Balance 3. 25 plus 3, 28. 2809 multiplied by 2. Again multiplied by 2. 18, 6, 5. So your answer is 5618. That is the answer. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, so what we have done, we have taken the information from the question and directly applying it in the formula. Okay, please note it. So here is your next question. The difference between simple interest and compound interest on rupees 2,500 for 2 years at 6% per annum is. The difference between simple interest and compound interest. So here we have seen what is the formula for compound interest. In our previous video we have seen what is the topic simple interest and what is the formula for simple interest. So I am just taking the simple interest formula. If you have not watched that video, kindly search for simple interest topic and watch that, then come back to this topic. Okay, then it will be easy for you. Okay, simple interest formula is PRT by 100 and compound interest formula already we have seen now. So we have to apply both the formula, then we have to see if the same amount of 2,500 at the rate of 6% per annum invested for 2 years in compound interest and in simple interest. So what is the difference in the interest? So let us see first compound interest. So I am talking about compound interest. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. So amount will be equal to, principal here is 25,000, 1 plus R by 100. 6% per annum we are calculating for 2 years. Compound interest on rupees for here 6 half yearly or quarterly, nothing is given. So we can take directly 6% each. So 6 by 100 for 2 years. So power 2. So this will become A is equal to 2,500 into 100. You can cut it how many times? 3 and 50. 50 plus 3, 53 by 50 square. So this will become what? 2500 into 53 into 53 by 50 into 50. You can cut this for 0 0 0 0. 5 5s are 25 one time. So 53 into 53 is equal to 2809. So we got amount is equal to 2809. So what will be interest? Interest is equal to A minus P. That is 2809 minus 2500. So this here interest will be equal to 309 only. This is according to compound interest. Now let us see what about the simple interest. According to simple interest SI is equal to PRT by 100. So simple interest is equal to P is 2500 principal, rate that is 6 by 100 into time for 2 years. So you can cut these 2 zeros and these 2 zeros. It will become 25 into 12, which is equal to 300. So now, according to the compound interest formula, the interest is 309. According to simple interest formula, the interest is 300. What we have to find out? The difference between simple interest and compound interest. So what is the difference? 309 minus 300. 309 minus 300, which will be equal to 9. So 9 is the correct answer. So option A is the correct answer. We have been asked to find out the difference between the compound interest and simple interest. So compound interest we got 309 rupees, simple interest we got 300 rupees. So the difference between them is 9 rupees. So 9 is the correct answer. Okay, please note it. So here is your next question. The difference between compound interest and simple interest for an amount in 2 years is rupees 32. If the rate of interest is 8%, the amount is, here it's a different type of question. Okay, actually this type of questions are coming in type 2 questions. I have included it here. Here we have to find out the amount from which the information is given. The difference between compound interest and simple interest is given 32. So compound interest formula we know, simple interest formula we know. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power N, that is for compound interest, and simple interest SI is equal to PRT by 100, that is for simple interest. By applying the formula in the previous question, what we have done, we have find out what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Here the difference is given to you as rupees 32 and in 2 years. So time is also given to you. And the rate of interest is 8%. R is also given to you. You need to find out what is P. So this type of questions, we have a very important shortcut method. What is the shortcut method is, whenever we need to find out principal, we can find out principal using the formula P is equal to the difference D into 100 by R power 2. Here why I have written 2? Because it is 2 years. If it is 3 years, accordingly we will take. So 2 years, so power 2. 100 by R into difference, that will be equal to P. This formula you cannot, very important. So here accordingly D is given to you. How much D is the difference? 32 into 100 by R, 100 by 8 square. So this will become 32 into 100 into 100 by 8 into 8. So now I can put this 8 here. How many times? 4 times. This 8 4 2 times, here 4 25 times. This 2 I can put it here. How many times? 50 times. So this will become 4 into 50 200, 200 into 25 5000. So 5000 will be the answer. 5000 will be the principal P. So accordingly you can mark option B is the correct answer. So whenever you have the interest of principal interest calculated in simple interest and compound interest is given to you, what is the difference between them, and if you want to find out what is the principal amount deposited initially, the formula we have to use is P is equal to D into 100 by R power N. N stands for number of years. In this question it is 2 years. So that is why we have taken 2 here. Okay, so very important question and very commonly asked, repeatedly asked question. Okay, please note it.